on the report. You know, from the inception, you know, we had began having discussions about, you know, the expectations where we were trying to go, you know, as a youth advisory council, et cetera, and so forth. One of um, the ordinance of the youth advisory council indicated that there would be a but report that needed to be submitted to the county executive as well as to St. Louis County Council. So the members were divided into groups. Uh, you guys indicated I guess the five most important topics that you believe affected St. Louis County youth, right? And so in those groups, for this initial report, you know, those topics were identified along with the steps that the members would like to take in order to, you know, make some of these changes or gather further research in order to be able to make some final recommendations. So the report was submitted, you know, to the county executive as well as to the county council. At this point, you know, I'm not exactly sure, you know, what happens next. I'm still waiting for feedback myself from my contact person within the county council office, but I believe it's at least initially. I believe what happens is, you know, it's submitted, it's added, it was added to their meeting, which was yesterday. I believe they review it, you know, acknowledge it. I'm not sure that there's any feedback to the youth council, at least with this initial report at this time. Now, one of the things that is important is that, you know, every youth council member, that you all are checking your emails even outside of, you know, these meetings, because it is important that the work is continuing to happen in your individual groups. One of the things that happens is that, you know, you initially indicated, okay, these are 5 topics or subjects that we feel are most important to St. Louis County, right? So then, in order to make final recommendations or additional recommendations, it is important to, you know, whatever means you all said that you were going to do, whether it be, you know, the surveys or additional interviews or additional research, it is important that these things are happening because you are representing St. Louis County youth. You are able to get everybody's, you know, voices heard, right? And the expectation is that, you know, you do your due diligence, you know, in trying to not only you know, go along with, you know, you all's opinions, but the opinions of St. Louis youth as a whole, right? And so once that work is done, then you'll come back eventually, submit additional reports with recommendations and such. If any of that is not making sense, you know, we can definitely discuss it, but it is important that you do, uh, you know, reach out and say, hey, you know, I don't get it. What is my what is my part, etc. Like that needs to be happening. So does that make any sense? Does that answer the question, Madam Chair?
Yes, it does. Generic host, I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but if you're there, I believe Alexia is trying to join, but it says she's not a panelist. So she's emailing. I know we're having issues getting in and out of the meeting right now.
He didn't text me. Yes, sir.
think we. Sorry, guys. No, I'm having technical difficulties. Can everybody hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, just to reiterate, like Dewan said, be working on your groups. Our next agenda item is to talk about everybody's groups and the specifics within each group. Dewan, did you see my message?
Yes, I'll take over.
All right, thank you. So yeah, just a reminder, everybody, please be doing the work, please be checking your emails. So going on to the next agenda item, so we're gonna all talk about our individual groups. Just a reminder, Marquise and I are doing critical race theory, myself, Preston, and coordinating mental health. Tyler, Adele, and Sophie, you are doing substance abuse. And then Tart, Courtney, and Grace are doing environmental protection, and use of engagement, Adriana and Alexia. So yeah, we're gonna talk about each one. Everybody's gonna get a chance to talk for the group. Just want to know like what your updates are with it, what you're thinking. Just kind of an overview. You don't have to have a solid plan. Just looking for an update. Since Marquise is not here, I'm gonna talk about critical race theory, and I think I'm gonna also talk about mental health first, just because my other group members aren't here. So for critical race theory, Marquise and I are still working on finding a good time to meet, but it looks like we're gonna probably start with just some surveys of St. Louis youth. That nothing's set in stone with that. We still have to have some conversations, but that's just kind of the general consensus for critical race theory. And then for mental health, my group has decided that we are going to pursue doing survey and receive, getting some data and feedback. We're actually going to meet with Courtney and Family and Children's Services and talk with them about some ideas and the best way to go about putting together the survey and getting it out. So our next steps is to have that meeting, and then post that meeting, we will work on getting together. Sorry, my brain is blanking. Putting together that data and then being able to pass it along to all of us, and then eventually the council. So that's the updates for race theory, and then critical race theory and mental health. Tyler, Adele, and Sophie, would you like to go ahead and talk about substance abuse?
Sure.
I'm sorry,
So
can I break in for just 1 second? I apologize. Dewan, could you please send the public the attendee link to Alexia? She sent a message and said she was having trouble joining. I was trying to get her connected up.
Yes, I apologize. I did, and I sent you in the chat as well.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay,
No,
go
no,
ahead,
no
Sophie.
worries.
Right.
so
Okay.
we're still looking for a good time to meet, but me and Tyler have been emailing back and forth about what our plans are. And as far as we've discussed, we're planning on surveying some St. Louis youth, similar to what your group is doing, and just getting like feedback and some information data from that, and then going from there. If you guys want to say anything.
Nothing else really, other than we landed on Google Forms because the schools are already like integrated with Google, and I know internet firewalls may block other surveying sites.
Okay, sounds good. And then I'll let you guys know, part of the meeting that we were going to have with Courtney for mental health was to talk about the just formatting and structure of surveys, because obviously it's different, but whatever information that we get from that, I'll pass along to you guys too. Okay, Tart, Courtney, and Grace, you're doing environmental protection. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so I'm yet to reach out to other people, but I've been doing some solo thinking. I think we'll set up a meeting sometime to put our ideas together, and then we'll do similar to what Adele said. We'll probably make surveys, and then since it's about the environment, I think it would be a good idea to collect some research and data in terms of science and figure out some solutions to help the environment in St. Louis. But yeah, we will meet soon, and I think I'll reach out to the other members of my group so we can initiate some conversations.
Sorry, I left the mute button. Okay, sounds good. And then Adriana and Alexia, you're doing youth civil engagement. Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, so I guess Alexia and I really haven't communicated that much about this yet, but my thoughts were kind of raising constitutional literacy on this type of stuff, you know, kind of helping people figure out what their rights are, and it's not easy, so just some kind of a program to help them do that, and maybe some you know, programs at schools to help people get registered for voting, and you know, just kind of walk them through how you vote and the process of choosing which candidate you're going to vote for and stuff. And I know Alexia had some ideas on how you could survey and canvass and kind of find resources that are already available and figure out how to provide that information to people.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, everyone. That is all of our groups. I know we're short on several people today, but hopefully next meeting we can also touch base with them. But generally, it does sound like everybody's in the works of meeting with each other. I know everybody's schedules are packed. I know mine is this week, but yeah, so everybody just meet and keep making those plans. Please reach out if you need help. I know Dewan is amazing and helpful, and so is Courtney, and myself. If there's anything I can do, please feel free to reach out. I kind of talked fast today and somehow got through a lot of material very short amount of time. Dewan, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Well, I was going to say that a couple new people should have joined. I'm not exactly sure if they have, so you may want to again open it up, you know, just to make sure that you know everybody is on board with the assignment, and see if there's any additional feedback from the recently added or recently joined members, you know, in terms of group or progress, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. The floor is open, so if anybody has any comments, questions, feedback, please feel free to get it. Alexia, if you need me to go back and talk about what we did a little bit earlier, I can do that too.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't here for attendance. I couldn't find the link, but yeah, if you could share anything you have, that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to recap a little bit, so we did roll call. Dewan will get you added to the attendance. We just we're postponing review and approval of last week's minutes because I think now we're at 7 and we need 8 for quorum, so we can't vote. So Thea Chapman, just a new member of our council and is representing District 2. We kind of just talked about the 6-month report. We passed it along to the county council. From what I understand, they've reviewed it. I don't think there's any feedback as of right now. And then we were just, I don't know if you were here for this, but we were talking about our individual groups and what we're doing in them. And we just talked about how most of us are looking at meetings still, getting some surveys and data, and just continuing to work on those projects. And at next meeting, hopefully everybody will have meet by then and has some type of report. But yeah, so I think that's as far as we got. Does anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback?
I was wondering, should we reintroduce ourselves for Sophie since like she's new and stuff? I don't know if we should or not. And since we have some extra time, I think.
I think that's okay. Am I breaking any rules doing that? My lovely legal people? No? All right. No, Noah's shaking his head no, so I'm going with it. Yeah, let's do it. So, can start. First of all, Sophie, we're glad to have you. I am Farheen. I'm the chairwoman, and I also represent District 2 with you. What else to say? I go to Mizzou. I don't know any more fun facts about myself as of right now, unfortunately. I'm a political science major. That's all I got. Adele, would you like to go next?
Sure. I'm Adele. I don't remember what district I'm in, so that's not helpful. I go to Afton High School. I'm a freshman. I run cross country and track, and I'm in a lot of different clubs. So there we go.
Alexia, you're the next person on my screen. Would you like to go?
Yeah, sure. I am a senior at Lindbergh High School. I'm Alexia. I'm not too sure what county or what district I'm in. I mean, I'm in South County. Um, yeah.
Adriana.
Hi, I'm Adriana. I'm representing District 7 and I'm a high school senior. Yeah, high school senior.
Tarek.
I'm Tarek Ahmed. I'm a freshman at Ladue High School, and I write for the newspaper, and I'm in the Spanish Honor Society.
Tyler.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I'm a sophomore at Oakville High, and that's pretty much everything special about me.
Yeah. So there, and then Sophie, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Sophie Chapman. I'm an eighth grader at Remington Middle School in the Panville district. I'm into theater and I want to be a journalist. So I'm new here, so there's not much to say. But sorry, I've been kind of quiet. Still kind of catching up. But
No worries.
it's lovely to meet you all. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, it's lovely to meet you and have you on the council. Dewan, I feel like you're a really pertinent member of the team, and you should be introducing yourself as well.
Well, am I muted?
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm sure, most of you, are familiar with me due to the enormous amount of emails that I send out. And again, let me let me apologize. I definitely don't want it to be a situation where, you all are feeling bothered or, oh my God, why is he sending so much emails? But I just want to ensure that you're getting the information that you need. As far as the meeting times, et cetera. Um, you know, Making sure that you're connected with your group members. If you have any questions, either myself, Ms. Courtney, which I'll allow her to introduce herself later. But we're in it. This is you all's counsel, but definitely we're here to support and kind of help out as much as we can and guide some of those processes, et cetera. While I do have the floor, there should have been another email I sent out just kind of asking some information in terms of why individuals join the council, et cetera. So if you could at some point go back and answer those questions and get that information to me. But I am actually the program manager for St. Louis County Youth Services. So there you have it.
Absolutely. Dewan, did you recently send that email?
No, it would have been during the time I sent like the agenda and those things, I'll resend it. I know some individuals have already responded and answered some of those questions. But you know, it's no problem. I'll get that out to everybody
Okay.
again after the meeting.
Okay, sounds good. Courtney, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Courtney Scott Camarada, and I am a program officer at the Children's Service Fund. We worked with other county departments in the past to kind of support youth initiatives. CSF's goal is to support mental and behavioral health for children and adolescents ages 0 to 19. So just wanted to play a supportive role as you all go through this process of setting goals, and if we can offer any resources or partnerships, we'd be happy to do so.
Thanks, Courtney. Councilor Frank, Mr. Goldcamp, would you also like to introduce yourselves? Mr. Goldcamp, I know you're new to joining our meetings. I know we'd love to hear from you too.
No, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Noah Goldcamp. I'm with the St. Louis County Counselor's Office, and I will be kind of the counsel for this youth council. So that's what I'm here for.
And I'm Jen Frank. I'm one of the managing attorneys in the St. Louis County Counselor's Office. The St. Louis County Counselor's Office, by charter, is responsible for the conduct of all the civil law business, and as part of that duty under our charter, we provide representation to boards and commissions, county boards and commissions that request our representation. And so since this is a new council, I have been attending the meetings, but soon it will just be Mr. Goldcamp attending for our office. And it's been a pleasure getting to know some of you, and I've certainly enjoyed working with the council.
Councilor Frank, I am particularly going to miss you. I don't know how I'm going to remember Robert's Rules of Orders without you. Mr. Goldcamp, I really hope you're going to help me assist me with that. I know the council gets a kick out of my inability to remember many of the terms. But thank you everybody for reintroducing yourself. As for the other members that aren't here, we'll have them introduce themselves at the following meeting. I also wanted to touch on this before we start moving to look at another meeting. On the last meeting, we had talked about everybody receiving their the original drafts of the report that went to the council. From what I understand, we all did get that, but included in that email was also the meeting minutes from the last meeting, but the meeting minutes from the last meeting, the groups that you were assigned to, and the county ordinance for the youth council. I know a couple of members reached out and asked me about the ordinance, so it is in that email. If anybody needs it, myself or DeJuan can forward it to you. But there is a highlighted part, and it's just kind of a reminder that if you're going to be absent, to let me or DeJuan know. Because and I'm just going to read it. So the highlighted part that you'll see in that one that says any member who shall be absent for 3 meetings of the council within a 6-month period without providing prior notice of each absence to the chair and the director's designee shall be deemed to have resigned from the council. I know that's not necessarily anyone's intention, so I just want to make sure everybody's aware of that. But yeah, there's also a lot of information in there, and I think a lot of it answers some of the questions a lot of us have been having. So please just look over it. If you need it again, I can get it to you. Anybody have questions, comments, concerns, feedback?
I would like to add something, Madam Chair. Each of you should have also received an email, like whenever you were appointed to be in the youth council, there should have been a follow-up email. It would not have come from myself, but it outlines steps that you need to take in order to be sworn in. has anyone not received that email or have not been sworn in?
So whenever we talked about this previously at a different council meeting, you gave me an email to like talk to about being sworn in, and I emailed the person, and I never got a response. So I don't exactly know what to do.
Okay, okay. I will definitely follow up with that and get some answers for you. Anybody else who either has not received the email, has not been sworn in? Excuse me. I know for our newer, uh, you know, members that may not have happened yet, but did everyone at least get the email? Is that am I taking that for as yes? Everybody got it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right, Madam Chair. That's all I have.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns, and feedback? Make sure everybody has a chance to speak. That's about all I have on my agenda for today. I have no idea how we moved through it so quickly. Next time, if I am talking too fast, someone please interrupt me. I can't hear it when I do it to myself, so please interrupt me. Yeah, so just keep working on with your groups, coming up with a plan, deciding what you want to do. I would really like to talk about that at the next meeting in more depth. Let's talk about the next meeting. Okay, let's get a calendar open here. A month from now is about March 16th. Yeah, March 16th is a Wednesday. What are we thinking? We could do the 16th, or we could do the 23rd. Either of those days would be okay for me. Does anybody have a preference on that? I think we might have lost a one. We'll touch base with him in a minute. Yeah, so I'm thinking 16th or 23rd. That gives us about a month from this meeting. What are everybody's thoughts on those 2 days? Is there one that works
I
better
don't
than
care
another?
which day.
Okay. Does anybody else have a preference or an inability to attend one of those? Hopefully when we get to one back, I can confirm. I'm thinking probably the 16th, because that's about a month. If that's okay with everybody, since that seems to be working. And we can confirm with the one. Okay. Yeah, so I don't want to particularly confirm the meeting without consulting DeWine, but okay. Let's go with the 16th. And yeah, okay, so let's go. Sorry, I was looking at a calendar. Yeah, let's go with the 16th from now. If that changes, we will email and figure it out. I'll touch base with DeWan about it. Yeah, does anybody else have any comments, questions, concerns?
I do have a question. So
Uh-huh.
in the environmental group, environmental protection group, I'm a little confused who's in. I know it's me and Grace, and then it says the third member's name is Courtney. Is that the Courtney on this call, or is that a different person? Because they're both spelled differently, and I just wasn't sure if it's like another member of the council or the Courtney that's like on this call right now.
Let me double check. Tarek, because there was another Courtney. I'm unsure if she's still a member of the council or not, but let me double check with Dewan and Latasha and get you an answer.
Okay, because I just wanted to know who to reach out to. That was
Yeah, for sure.
things I was working
Okay, so what I would probably recommend for now is Dewan send emails and kind of just pairing people together within the group. If Courtney's in that email, maybe respond to that. If you can't find that, no worries. Just talk to Grace, and then I'll have Dewan and I will figure it out, and we'll let you know. Is that all right?
Yeah, that works. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Anybody else have any questions, comments, or concerns? No. Okay. So, 16th March for the meeting. Just to recap, 16th March for the meeting, we will review and approve last meeting's minutes and this week's minutes at the following meeting. If we have quorum, we have a new member. Our 6-month report has been sent and reviewed by the council. Everybody's working with their individual groups. And the 16th is the next meeting, which I already said. Yeah. Everybody keep checking your emails, please. Work with your groups. And please read through that ordinance when you have a chance. I look forward to seeing you all at the next meeting. I'm gonna go ahead and adjourn. I don't have anything else, unless anybody has any questions. Yeah,
Madam Chair, I just, Dwan just emailed me and he sends his apologies. Apparently the wind that is out there has knocked out his internet service.
Oh, poor, please, everybody stay safe. I know we're supposed to get some type of winter ice storm tomorrow, as if we haven't had enough yet. But please, everybody stay warm, stay safe. I will see you at the next meeting. Please reach out to me or Dewan for any questions, comments, and concerns. And Tarek, I'm gonna get you an answer. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Council Frank. Thank you, Mr. Goldcamp. Thank you, Courtney. I'll see you all at the next meeting.
Good night.
Night.